Ideally, the birth of a baby is supposed to be characterized, or it's characterized ideally by so much joy, jubilation, excitement, and euphoria in the mother and everyone around the baby. In truth, some women go through what is called postpartum depression or postpartum blues. When you are experiencing postpartum depression, you are going through a very deep sadness that cannot be explained. Well, it can be explained. I'm going to explain it, but you can't find a reason. Sometimes you don't even understand why you are so sad when you've just given birth to a baby. But there are so many reasons that may contribute to postpartum depression. One, the extreme pain that the woman goes through during labor. It can alter some chemicals in their bodies. There is a chemical imbalance such that instead of being happy, they end up very sad. And they are no longer interested in the baby. They don't feel they are capable or equipped enough to be a mother. They just don't want to have anything to do with the baby. It's not that the woman's heart is harsh or she's hard-hearted, but she's actually going through a deep sadness that she cannot explain to herself, that she can't just shake off, or deal with, or say she'll watch a comedy and she'll feel fine. She needs help, professional help. Sometimes it's because maybe the pregnancy was an unplanned pregnancy. Say you already have a lot of kids, but then you suddenly find yourself pregnant again, and there's so much pressure, economic, financial, even emotional. So maybe the house is even small to accommodate everyone. Now you have all these things going through your mind, and you're wondering, how will I cope with an extra mouth to feed? That's more school fees, more clothing, more everything. So all these negative thoughts can contribute to postpartum depression. Sometimes it's due to the fact that you are pregnant, you were bonding with the baby, but then you have a stillbirth or you have a miscarriage. That loss can trigger postpartum depression. Also, sometimes, let's say you are older, you are advanced in age, and most of your children are old, right? They are independent, some are married, some are working, but you don't have small children anymore. Then suddenly you wake up, you discover you are pregnant. It can be very traumatic. It can be very stressful. And sometimes someone just fell pregnant and they were still young. So let's say a high school girl has fallen pregnant and the family is on her case day in, day out. She cannot find the joy in bringing this child into the world. She's sad, she's worried, regretting, maybe not even wanting to have this baby. So in the end, when she gives birth, she's now faced with this new responsibility. She has to be responsible for another human being when she still needs other people to be responsible for her. That can plunge someone into a postpartum depression. How do we identify postpartum depression? 1, the deep sadness that I spoke of. 2, neglecting oneself. You as the parent, you as the mother, you are not even taking good care of yourself. You are not eating right, you are not sleeping. Maybe you are spending more time sleeping. You are not even cleaning yourself. You are just neglecting yourself. That can be another sign. And the third one, neglecting the baby, wanting to give away the baby, wanting to harm the baby, not wanting to take care of the baby, or even looking at the baby. Sometimes some women are so depressed that they cannot even look at the baby. Sometimes you just feel so weak, like you don't even have energy. You can't do anything for yourself, and let alone for another human being. You are just catatonic. Sometimes you're just robotic. You are just doing the normal functions, like you get up, you go look for food or something, but you've lost all the passion, all the zeal for life is gone. That can be a sign. And sometimes you start having these strange ideations about hurting the baby, harming the baby, or harming yourself. This is all signs of postpartum depression. So it's important for us as people, as society, to look out for this and to educate each other about these things. Because it doesn't mean someone is a bad parent when they are going through postpartum depression. They actually need help so that they can be in a better space to take care of the baby. Also, it's important to have both fathers and mothers educated on this form of depression, the postpartum depression. Because if the mother is going through postpartum depression, the father can chip in and help. And also telling the family, or maybe those who are closest, so that they understand, so they can offer support, so they can help with the caring of the baby. Also, it's important to seek professional help. See a therapist, see a counselor. See someone, see a coach. Look for a professional to help you through this. Because on your own, it's difficult to go through depression and come out okay. I think the other thing that we may also want to look out for sometimes is the fear that you may not be able to be a good mother because you have some history, maybe with some abuse in your childhood, and you never dealt with this trauma. So that extreme fear of becoming the people who used to hurt us in our childhood can lead us into postpartum depression. So it's important to make sure we look for the signs, we look for triggers, and we seek professional help. I think the other thing that can help is if family members or someone trusted can come and babysit and give the couple, the new parents or the parenting couple, time to go on a date, just to relax, just to be on their own, and not be worrying or thinking, having their lives revolving just around this new baby, such that they forget who they are, they lose their identity. I think you need to have your own identity to raise healthy children who do not have identity issues or go through identity crisis. Deal with your own issues so that you do not transfer them to your children, and so that you can be a better parent. Also, so that you can be happy in your role as a parent, because you're supposed to be happy in whatever situation you find yourself in. But if you're not taking care of yourself, if you do not nurture yourself, if you do not seek professional help, if you do not have a self-awareness of knowing that I'm not feeling okay, this sadness is now a bit out of hand, it's not just your normal kind of sadness, and if you're just sad and the usual things like nobody has said anything and it's coming from deep inside you, you know it's a sign that you need to seek professional help. So let's not overlook postpartum depression. Let's not ignore it. Let us not point fingers or laugh at people who may be suffering from it, because signs of postpartum depression means we need help. We need to be better parents who can help positively, who raise socially adjusted children, respectful children, happy children. And you also need to be happy as a parent. So thank you for joining me today. I hope we are more aware, more compassionate when we see someone going through postpartum depression. and we encourage each other to seek help whenever we discover there is a need for professional help. Thank you. Till next time, bye.